Hey everybody, it's Bryan, and you are listening to Course Building Secrets Podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Course Building Secrets Podcast. I am happy to be with you here today. It is finally sunny here in Minneapolis. So wherever you are, I hope you are having a great day. All right, in today's episode, I want to talk to you about the framework. And the framework is 3 simple steps that you can take to package your expertise, create a training program, create a course, do whatever it is that you want to do to monetize and spread your message out to the world. Okay, so let me go through the process for you. And hopefully this will serve you as you're sort of starting to figure out how do you take what you're really good at, what you're an expert at, or how you help other people, and start to frame it into something that's valuable that people will purchase or take and also apply to their lives. So the very first thing is the first step is to think about the outcome or the result that you want to give to someone. And this isn't just like, I want them to know something, or I want them to be better at this, or I want them to become aware of this other thing, right? This is literally super, super specific. I want to give them a specific result. So it has to be measurable, it has to be specific, it has to be time-bound, it has to be something that's specific around solving a problem that they have. So that's the very first thing. It's like, what's the outcome that you want to give to someone? What's that specific measurable outcome? What is the problem that you're solving, right? So that's the very first thing that you need to identify within your expertise. So find whatever it is that you love and start to identify, like, what is it that people are struggling with about it? What are the questions that people are asking you? And then get really specific about what you can do to solve the problem. Now, one of the biggest things around this step that people struggle with is they want to help all of the people solve all of the problems around all of the topics around your expertise. And the problem with that is that it's not specific enough. And so it tends to be harder to sell or harder to get people to actually engage because there's too many things, right? People get overwhelmed. Nobody wants to spend more brain calories than necessary to get the results that they're looking for. So identify the result, get really specific. And if you think you're specific, get more specific. And so you want to be solving a particular problem. So that's step 1, is really dial that in, spend the time to do that. And honestly, the more time you can spend here, the better off you're going to be in defining your framework and your proprietary methodology that you're going to use to help people and make a bigger impact. Okay, so then number 2 is to identify who it is that has the problem that will benefit from the result that you're trying to give them, right? So who is it that you're going to be helping? And again, specificity here is super important. Niche all the way down. You can always go broader and help more people. But again, the challenge that most people have is they want to help everyone. And they want to help everyone all at the same time. And what happens with that is everyone, if it's for everyone, it's actually for no one because it's not specific enough. So start with one person, one avatar, and then broaden it out after you've helped and kind of solidified that one audience. So bring it down into very specifics. And one of the things I recommend for people to do is like name your avatar, and talk specifically about who they are, what their needs are, what their problem is, what they like to do, all those different things. So get really specific there. If, again, you can't identify a specific avatar, then you need to keep working on this step until you can get there. It has to be as specific as possible. And just as a sidebar, marketing and ads for something that you're selling to everyone is almost impossible, right? It's super expensive, and you're not going to be speaking to a particular person, because as much as you need to be speaking to a particular person, you also need to be repelling the people that don't fit, right? So if you serve women, then you should be repelling all men. If you're not, then your messaging and your level of specificity is not there. So, all right, first step, define your expertise, right? Figure out what it is, what problem you're solving, and develop kind of that result that you want to get for people, that outcome. Number 2, really dial in who it is that you're helping. And number 3, you're gonna identify the process that avatar needs to solve their problem. So where are they today, and what do they need to do to solve their problem? And usually this is in a process. And so if you are training employees at your organization, this is usually around business process. What are the steps that they need to do to complete the task, complete the goal or activity that you have in an organization? And you look at what are the steps that they need to do to accomplish that. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, and course creator trying to package your expertise, typically this is your proprietary framework that you're creating. And so to create a proprietary framework or a process, what you need to do is you need to look at what the unique steps are that you're helping somebody as they go from point A to point B. Just like you use a map to go from this location to another location, it's exactly the same thing. The more you can dial in the framework, the process, the better off you're going to be in becoming the expert, having something that draws people to you. And it's a heck of a lot easier to create all of your materials, all of your content, and all of the things. So if you in the past have been thinking about creating your course and putting information out there and helping people gain more content and information, if you are of the mindset that the more content that you put out there, the higher the value, you actually will be much better off if you define the process or methodology and then cut as much of the content as possible to just help people get from point A to point B. What is it they need to get there, and cut everything else out? It honestly makes it so much easier for you, and it also helps your ideal avatar get to the results that they need to get, which helps them then continue on the journey with you, helps them become raving fans, and recommend you to other people. All right, so that is the framework. Number 1, really dial in that outcome or result that you are hoping to get for someone. 2, define who it is you're helping and get as specific as possible. Start with one avatar, not all of the avatars. You may be able to help everyone in the whole world, and that is amazing, and you will be able to do that. But when you are defining your outcome and your framework, it will serve you so much better to get specific. And honestly, if you think about the market opportunity for a very specific niche, most of the time it is bigger than the amount of people that you can handle. So instead of saying, I'm going to go out and help everyone, which is maybe millions and millions of people, just start with a group that you can really influence. I have a colleague of mine, and she just helps women who are mothers. It's very specific, and it has allowed her to grow her audience rapidly and large enough that she's able to help a lot of people, right? But if she were to say all people in the whole world that she could help, because she can, then it would have watered down her messaging, and it wouldn't have been as clear, and she wouldn't have been able to draw all of those mothers to her. So really think about that. And then number 3 is what's your framework or your proprietary methodology that you're creating that helps you stand out in a noisy market. So that, my friends, is your framework. Hopefully this serves you and gives you a sense for how to think about this process so you can package your expertise and make a greater income and impact in the world. All right, there you go. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.